Hello there, this is Rom coming back at you with yet another car video. Women are friendly to me despite not knowing how much money I make or my status. And I was thinking about that, and yeah, I'm gonna say me just to illustrate a point, but you can apply this to yourself, right? And I thought about this because yesterday I met a nice looking young lady in my gym, and I ain't seen her. We waved at each other a few times, really for a few weeks. So, I finally walked up to her and said, "Hey, what's your name?" and all of that, and that's cool. And I was thinking about some other young ladies in the same gym. But then I thought about women I know in this general area. It might be in some gyms. I've been members of 3 gyms in this area. Some might work in some of the local stores and everything. And they are friendly. Now, the ones in stores, sometimes that could be good customer service, sometimes not. But then I would pay attention in the stores, because some of the women wouldn't be friendly at all. And then women I've met in the gyms, and I ain't talking about recently, just over the last few years, really. And now a couple I've gone out with, and, some, the vibe wasn't there, whatever the case. But then I was thinking about, okay, what was my bait? Now, like I said, when I'm in the area, I don't be wearing any fly clothes or anything. And, those who've seen my car, it's a very modest car. It ain't no late model car, like some they be using on some of those pranks or something like that. And, even if you throw in height and looks, you can tell I'm older. As much as I say, let the barber bless you, I'll let my beard grow out, hair grow out, and everything. In fact, I purposely be doing that. It seems to still work, though. So, but they can tell I'm older, and even though some people have said they would take me for being 6 feet, I'm not 6 feet, and I'm not, definitely not 6'2". Definitely not 6'2", because even, there's plenty of times women have been friendly to me, and I ain't showing any money, and if they don't know who I am, they can't know my status. It'd be like if any women know what I do online around here, they hadn't said anything. And even when I check, really, I say 95% of those who follow me are men anyway. So a lot of women wouldn't know me anyway in this area. So it was like, well, wait a minute, hold up. These women being friendly, they don't know how much money I make, right? They don't know how much money I make. They just be seeing me around. If they see my car, it's a modest car, And since they don't know who I am, they don't know my status. They don't know my status. They don't know what's up. And shoot, I've had I remember even during COVID, oh man, this woman came up to me and said, because everybody's wearing masks, and she said, you can't see a smile with a mask. She came up to me. I'm in a store and everything. Got a hat on and everything. Now, I'm using that as an example, not to brag or anything. I'm using that as an example. Because you got so many dudes out here think, well, you got to have these looks. But hold up. I'm an older looking man. And even when I was in the hospital, let's just say there were a couple nurses that were friendly. They didn't really know anything about me. They didn't know anything. I didn't say what I did. And even when I meet different people around here, different young ladies especially, I don't tell them what I do. I don't lead with like, oh yeah, I got this website, or I've written these books and everything. I keep quiet about that. They had to get to know me a while before I might say whatever. Even when some have asked me, they say, hey, by the way, I've even had some ask me. It's like some who would see me around and say, by the way, you never said what you did. I said, I just do some at-home stuff. I just do some online stuff. And I leave it at that. And I say it in such a way where they know not to like ask me further. Right? And my point with all of that is, I ain't no supermodel looking dude. And I'm an older looking dude. Right? I ain't 6'2". Like I said, at best, somebody might take me shorter, might take me for 6 feet. But my height is, my barefoot height is between 5'10" and 5'11". In fact, getting older, may lost a couple centimeters and stuff, right? And I was thinking about all of that. Because you get some guys thinking, oh, you got to have status to get women. Man, well, these women didn't know my status and money. There was like one woman who works at like the gym I go to now. She knows where I live because she lives in the same complex. She knows exactly where I live. But even then, she was friendly to me without knowing where I live. You know? And even if she checked my membership and everything, the most she could tell is I can pay the membership fees. I never said what I actually did. As long as you pay the membership fees, they good to go with you. Let me slow down. Got the po-po up here. Yeah. Seriously. And I was thinking about all of that. And my point is, like I said, it is not to brag, but too many dudes be thinking, oh, I gotta have money, I gotta have status. Bullshit. You just gotta be you. You just gotta be you. Do the basics. Now, women could tell at best I hit the gym. They can tell at best that. But even then, it ain't like no like supermodel type of thing or, super athlete thing. Then they can still tell I'm older. So even when dudes saying, well, you gotta be a certain age or something, I'm like, no. And only thing I can say they can look at is my posture. And, even my clothes, even my style. I wear sweats when I'm around here. I dress up more when I'm doing, like, my sit-down videos. But a lot of those shirts, I don't wear them out. A lot of times, I don't wear them out. I don't be wearing, like, the polos and the Lacoste out. Really? Shit, I be wearing shirts from... I'll just say stores known for lesser quality, and I don't have any name on them or anything. And the shoes, I don't be wearing no fancy shoes, just some ordinary walking shoes. Be looking like an old guy. You know what? I was thinking about that too. I remember I was hanging out with my father a couple decades ago. Women were going crazy over him, and he dressed like an old guy though. He dressed like an old guy. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all something now. My point with all of this really is, don't get caught up in thinking you gotta have all this to get women. You just gotta be you. You just gotta be your vibe. Now, you can control hitting the gym and everything, but even then, you don't have to be a supermodel build or bodybuilder build or all that. Just be decent. Look like you keep yourself in decent shape. which is where I would say I am now. People see me and it's like, oh, okay, he's in decent shape, right? And like I said, they don't know. I ain't giving any indication that I have money or anything. I ain't wearing no like fly clothes. That means you can have the same thing. That means you don't have to have that. And status, like I said, they got to know who you are. Some dudes be saying status. How a woman supposed to know you got status? She see you. They can't tell my status. Shoot, I get a lot of women who will say smile or say hi to me, whatever, and all of that. They don't know my status. They don't know who I am. They don't know my name. I just carry myself with confidence. Now, I do carry myself with confidence. Brittany talked about that the other day. I carry myself with confidence. I walk with a good posture. That's about it. That's all they can see. But see, any man can do that. Any man can do that. Any man can have all of that. You know, that's something you can create regardless. And I know some players in this area and stuff, they don't have that status, be getting women like crazy. I ain't gonna call any names, but y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know, you know who you are. You know, y'all be getting some ladies. They don't have that money or status or whatever. Shit. They just doing their thing. At best, they practice body game. At best. You know? You know, they walk a certain way. Because women, I'm going to tell you what with that. Some dudes thinking that's all it is. That's what it is if a woman wants to use you or something like that. You know, she wants your lifestyle or she wants your money or something like that, but she don't want you. Because when women, first of all, when women meet a man or see a man, they got to feel some type of vibe, some chemistry or anything, you know? Even in everything about him. You know, that's the important thing. And that's regardless of his age. They got to feel something if they going to be friendly or something like that. Like I said, I've met quite a few women just working out at the gym. I don't be trying to holler at everybody. I be real quiet. In fact, I remember a woman said to me one time, she said, you don't be saying nothing to anybody. I don't. You know? Just going to the gym. Just doing my thing. In fact, a lot of guys be complaining about, man, just go to the gym and work out. Trust me, some woman's paying attention to you. You know? I remember one woman, she was talking about, she was working out, like her and a friend were working out next to me, talking about she was married, talking about she wanted to get a day pass from her husband. And y'all know what that means when a woman say day pass, right? And then the next week, she got real friendly with me. I mean, I wasn't trying to go there. In fact, I've lost track of how many women... What the fuck is up here? I've actually lost track of how many women... I mean, married women have been, like, generally friendly. And then I was like, I don't go there. But even then, they didn't know me. They didn't know anything about me. You know, they just like what they saw or something, you know? I wasn't going there. But, and I mean, like I said, I'm saying it for a third time. It's not about me. Ask yourself something. If this old dude, I'm gonna be 60 next week. If I can do all that, what's stopping you? Seriously, you gotta ask yourself, what's stopping you? See, one of the problems is too many guys are caught up in some bullshit. Too many men are caught up in some bullshit, thinking they gotta have all these things, and all they all is excuses. You don't need all that shit. You just gotta be a man who walk out here confidently. You gotta be a man who's good in a relationship with himself. He feel good about himself. And he just wanna do his thing. That's it. He's gonna go out here and do his thing. He's gonna walk. Cause like I've said before, something else I've said before. Women checking out guys, and it ain't always about the money and your status, you know? And shoot, it ain't about looking like a fashion model. Because I've said that too. Women, as long as you look like you keep yourself up, you know, you keep yourself up, you take care of yourself, because that's one of the main things women look for. It's like, okay, yeah, he ain't wearing all that fly gear, but he still look like he take care of himself. He wearing that ordinary gear. Women checking out all that little stuff. He's still walking with some confidence and everything, you know? He holding his head up high. He ain't slouching. Posture means a whole lot to women. You know, you can do all of that. You know? And it's something that any man, you don't need that. Because look, first of all, a woman should know you got money anyway. Because then if you walking around flashing your money or something, that's not a good thing. Because all the scammers and stick-up boys be watching you and stuff. That's how some dudes be getting in trouble. That's how some dudes get. I saw a clip the other day. It was a couple women walking with this guy. Ended up killing him and stuff. He had all that money, thought he was doing something. You be getting some shit. What they call it across the pond in England? Yeah, a honey trap. Something like that. Shit. Money and status. If you do got money and status, you gotta be on the careful shit. You gotta be on the careful shit any damn way. And then when you look at a lot of players out here, the overwhelming majority of them, people don't know who the fuck they are. In fact, speaking of a player, I'm going to tell you how bad it is if people do know who you are, you got some status. Jaden Daniels, you know I'm a big Commanders fan. It came out, his mother is really protective of him because she know how the women are out here. She know a bunch of women, they ain't about like Jaden himself. They about his status and everything. And that happens a lot. You got a whole, like when you talk about pro athletes and stuff like that, there's a whole subculture of women, groupies and stuff, be going for them. In fact, they be telling them and stuff. They be like, watch out for those women. You have sex with them, get rid of the condom yourself. These women get out turkey basters and stuff. They know what's up. So that's not always a good thing. But you know what? You just out here. You just a regular person out here. You just out here. Just do your thing. Walk, whatever. Like walk with some confidence. Handle your business out here. You can still get the attention of some ladies. Because they are always looking. Always. They are always talking about sex. When they're among themselves, shoot, they always checking out some guy for this or that. You know? And you never know who. You never know who. And everything. And see, too many guys, like I said, too many guys too caught up in all that other bullshit. Or they say, well, I'm too short. There's actually guys who said they were 5'10", 5'11", talking about they too short. You actually above average in height. Because, you know, I see some dudes walking around, some baddies and stuff, and these dudes might be 5'8", 5'9". That's the average height is 5'9". Shoot, I be in the gym sometime. Like I said, the height thing, I'm so about that. A lot of women perceive me as being 6 feet, but I don't have a problem telling you I'm not 6 feet. The only time I get to 6 feet, I had to have certain boots, and that's when I was younger. Like I said, getting older, probably lost a few centimeters, and I'm good with that. I'm fucking good with that. You know? Fucking good with my age because it means I survived some shit. See, that's another thing too. Don't worry about all that stuff. All you have to do, any man All you have to do is just present, no matter what you get, no matter what your size, present your best self. That's it. That's it. Ain't no rocket science or anything. But see, you get too many guys out here, they caught up in some bullshit thinking, well, I ain't this height or I don't look like this person. What a lot of guys need to deal with is their self-esteem. Look, you are what you are. If you call yourself religious, don't insult God. God made you whatever. However you worship God, God made you whatever. You just live with that and deal with it. Don't be caught up in some other shit. Like I said, I'm starting to bald up top. Well, that's okay. You had a good run with it. At some point, I'll be like bald and bearded. And I'm good with that. This shit happens. This shit happens and shit. Some motherfuckers just go with it and just say, hey, that is who I am. You don't worry about it. You don't get caught up in some of this bullshit. You just present yourself. Don't get caught up in dudes trying to say, oh, I gotta have this or that. And I'm gonna tell you what, really all it is just an excuse. It's just an excuse many dudes want to have. They ain't doing something, so they want to say, well, I don't have that money. What the fuck you doing to get money then, motherfucker? Well, I don't have that status. Okay, if you really think you need money or status, what is going down? Well, I don't look good. Well, shit, you got a ton of dudes doing videos on looks maxing. And hell, really, all you had to do is get, you want your face to look good, shit. They got a ton of products out there you can wash your face with and shit. And you can, like, let the barber bless you. Or if you don't have, like, that square jaw, get a good beard and shit. Beard game, man, I still remember a few years ago. I didn't think beard game would last. I was wrong. I had no problem saying it. You know, it's funny. Somebody saw that video where I said beard game wouldn't last. And they say, oh, yeah, you gonna get rid of that video? Fuck no. I don't mind acknowledging I was wrong about something. Because I really didn't think beard game would last. But it is going to last, and it's really helping out a lot of dudes. When I go to the barber shop, there be some dudes just in there just to straighten out their beards and stuff. Like I said, it'll get to a point with myself, I'll be bald and bearded and good with it. Shit. Because I ain't going to worry about it. Hey, you know, if you balding, whatever the case. As this dude I knew who was a straight up player said, who used to play basketball at my undergrad, he said, the good Lord taking your hair or something, you just go with it. That dude totally bald now. Whatever the case, you just go with it. Don't worry about it. Don't get caught up in like thinking, oh, wow, I don't have that money. That's all right. You know, oh, I don't have that status, or I don't have that height. Okay. You know, I don't look like Chad. Yeah, most people don't look like Chad. Well, who gives a fuck about any of that shit? Seriously. I want y'all to think about that. Who really give a fuck about any of that shit? Alright? Bump that. Bump that. You know? As a man, just, you know, you just want to be in your best shape. You just want to be the best with whatever you got to work with. Take that. And there's a woman that like anything. And don't worry about it. They'll change. When I had Brittany on the other day, she said something about checking out dad bods. Some women, man, that's what some women like. Women like different shit. Don't worry about it. You don't worry about it. You don't get caught up in other people's bullshit. And I do mean other people's bullshit. You don't get caught up in it. You just do your best. You know, you just be your best and be confident about that shit. Confident, just walk. You know, it's like, this is you. If somebody don't like it, trust me, Even that part, somebody, it's always going to be somebody that don't like it. It's always going to be somebody. Like I said, there's been plenty of women friendly, ultra friendly with me. They just see me. But there's some other women, they ain't feeling a brother. And that's cool. Stay the fuck away from me. You don't have to meet everybody. That's all you have to think about. That's all you have to think about. All right? Anyway, I'm about to go in the gym, work out. Usually I be doing the stuff away from the gym. Yeah. And every now and then, let me just say something going on the side. Every now and then I get some motherfucker trying to come at me. Right? They don't see the whole package thinking I don't work out. No, I just got a bigger chest, motherfucker. Shit. I tell you what, 10,000, we work out together. 10,000, we work out together. In fact, anybody got any issues or something, I tell you what, I'll put a link again of me working out in my garage, all right? And I want to see you do better. In fact, I'll put a couple of links of me working out, all right? So I don't be joking with that shit. So anyway, right? Y'all have a good weekend. Y'all know me. But seriously, man, don't get caught up in that shit. If some guy who about to turn 60 can still meet attractive young ladies, just being me, just being around, just walking around, just doing my thing, you don't have no motherfucking excuse. You don't have no motherfucking excuse. Ain't nothing I'm doing special. Ain't no 6'5" motherfucker. Ain't no modeling motherfucker. And I would call myself decent shape. I could still stand to lose by maybe 10 pounds. So whatever. What the fuck ever. All right? So if I had that attitude of still walking around and shit, you have no excuse. Don't use that as an excuse. If you one of those excuse motherfuckers, you don't need to be on this motherfucking channel. I'm going to say that again. You don't need to be on this motherfucking channel. Seriously, I just want the wolves. Seriously. Anyway, y'all have a good weekend and everything. Y'all have a good weekend, all right? Peace.